Welcome, my name's Andy Vince and this is Secret Squirrel Part 16. Now we've moved on to tops, heads to go on the stalks, and we started to actually get to the point where they actually look like what they're supposed to look like instead of looking like a load of nonsense. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. So, progress on tops. This one is about the furthest along I am with all of them, and it's very difficult to pick out the detail. Forget about these black marks here, this is just me messing about trying to find what's high, what's low, all that sort of thing. But yeah, it's not finished. Obviously it'll need to be painted up, but I also need to bring out this bottom bit here, make that deeper, and I've then got to bring out the bottom curved veins that come into the top there. That's what I'm going to do next. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and you can see that one's on a slant as well. I did originally make it on a slant, but I decided it wasn't enough, so I've had about 3 attempts at it, and that is the final angle which I'm going to keep it at. So yeah, it's coming along. It'll look really quite good when it's painted up. And that is the bowl, the fruit bowl that was the clay fruit bowl that weighs half a ton. That's that one, and originally it had a dome here, and I decided I didn't like the dome, so I cut away a large proportion of the bottom of the bowl to make it into that shape, which is, I think, a lot more pleasing to the eye. The other ones, they're not so far along. I mean, they're coming along. We're coming to my little workshop shed. Yeah, that one I think will look amazing when it's done, but I'm concentrating on the other one for the moment, because whatever I do with regard to that one, when I'm pleased with it, I will then transfer it onto these ones. So I'm just trying to finalise that one first, and then all the measures that I took to get me pleased with that end result, I will then transfer onto these ones. This one is also on a tilt. It's a bit more of a tilt than that because because of what it's sitting on. It's not actually sitting on a stalk. And this one, I've decided to put that one on the back burner because you most probably just think that looks a complete mess, but that one is so complicated that I'm gonna do that in bits and pieces when and if. I mean, it will eventually get done, but that one is really complicated. It's not just the angles and all the bits going on with it, it's what looks pleasing to the eye. And at the moment, obviously, that doesn't look pleasing to the eye, but I think you can see here, that will be like a protrusion. There will be another one here, another one there. There's more around the back, but I've got to build these out more, and then once I've built them out, got the mass on there, I'll then start cutting it away to make the shape that I want. So yeah, that one's a bit further behind, but I'm just gonna do that as and when I sort of get round to it. But these ones, they'll be done very shortly, but I'm just concentrating on the other one first. Yeah, this is that dome that was on the other one, and I decided to take it off and make it more pointy than that one. And that one, as you can see, is quite thick. Yeah, these are all those pots and pans and things that I had. That one's got lumps and bumps all over it. I decided to make the lumps and bumps more pronounced, so that when I put the finished coat on, the lumps and bumps would have all disappeared, and I wanted to keep the lumps and bumps. So when I put the finished coat on now, it will level those lumps and bumps out, but they won't disappear completely. They'll still be there, which is why I've done that, and why that looks a bit of a mess. I think if you can imagine that all smoothed out, like not as pronounced as it is, all painted up, and yeah, I think that'll look really good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased with that one, really. Plus I've got them all sitting on turntables as well, so that makes life a lot easier. Yeah. And don't forget, I know this might not seem much, but all this stuff, all the turntables, everything was free. The only thing I had to pay for is materials like plaster, yeah, that sort of thing. But the things that I'm actually using to make them, like this shed workshop for example, yeah, all free. All the lights, the clock, because it's a matter of having to be. I haven't got any money, so I have to find things and make use of them to get where I want to go. So that is nearly there. I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, you can't really see all the detail and everything because of the colour of it. It's all like plaster colour. And forget the stalk. The stalk is nearly ready for moulds. That's what I've been doing with that. And I changed a few bits on the stalk. I put some flowers in there. I've changed the stalk quite a bit actually. But yeah, the stalk looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but that's because it's getting ready for the mould process. So it's all coming along. So I just thought I'd keep you updated. See you in the next one.